Hey everyone, Jerry here, and welcome back to RollerCoaster Tycoon 2. Now, I do apologize for the frame rate being kinda sluggish in this. I do not really know why, but Bandicam is acting up. However, that shouldn't really affect our gameplay performance, so we shall just push on through it. Now, last time we set up Skull Splash Mountain here, ran a small advertising campaign for it, and people have started to notice that it's here, so that's good. It's making money, not nearly as much as we'd like, but it's getting there slowly. And we had someone suggest that we put in a gentle ride over here somewhere in the Egyptian section. The thing is that we don't have a lot of gentle rides. I think the most gentle we really have is maybe the maze here. And then of course we have the transport rides and stuff like the Cheshire Cats here. But these Cheshire Cats are pretty much the exact same thing as this one here. I don't know if people are saturated with only this one. I don't think they might be, so we could actually have one over here as well, which kind of runs like maybe in the middle of Skull Splash Mountain here. Just have it a long track which curves around on itself. Yeah, I think that might actually be a good idea. So let us do that. Now the question is, we don't really have a lot of space to like set up a station and such inside of the Skull Splash Mountain here. So we're gonna have to do something a bit fiddly with that, I think. There's one pre-designed one here which we don't really care for. So what we're gonna do instead is make our own, oddly enough. Now the station, the only place we really have room for it is like right here, and then it goes in through. And then we can have the track going around here, circling around a bit, zigzagging and coming back out. And it's gonna cost us a bit of the scenery around here to make room for stuff. And it might actually end up being very crammed in terms of space. But we shall make it work. I will endeavor to make it work. So we need it at the very least to be starting from here and then go through like this. And then we'll make a turn here, and then we'll have it come up and go above the station and do some stuff over there. Now what kind of special do we have here? We have the spinning tunnel. That's the only thing we have. I'm not impressed. But let's have it go up around here, just say hi to the skeleton. Curve back down, and is this enough to... yeah, we can just barely fit it up here. And then a big turn. Yeah, this is not the most thrilling ride to design. There isn't really a lot to it. It's just a matter of like making a track and then adding in some scenery afterwards. But it is one of the gentle rides we have, and people seem to like those. Now, in terms of length, we can afford to make it a bit longer. Let's have it come down to ground level here. And mess around a bit here. Nice little zigzag here, straight. There's just not a lot to it really, so it's in terms of aesthetics at least, it's mostly a matter of just having it intertwined nicely with the other station or the other ride here, and then having some scenery in between, so they kind of look like they fit together. So for now we'll just have this one come out and join up with the station again. I think we've had distance enough on it. There we go. Now the entrance and exit we only really have space for like right here, because that's the only place we can actually get the path out. So that's what we're gonna have to do. And let's see, 20 cars, yeah, we don't want the minimum wait time, we want them to go out as fast as we can. Reliability, that's not a big deal. How about we painted this, not that color, not that color, this color. And then we basically try and like have it match up the other one. Alright, and the cats, of course, well, white cats with red interior seems a bit, I don't know. Wait, here we're using the brown castle entrance. There we go. And we of course need a name for it. Since we're heading around inside the Skull Splash Mountain, I guess this would be the... inside the skull, it's the brain. And then it's not really a splash, it's just... it's the Brain Kitty. Kitty Fun Ride 2000. The Brain Kitty Fun Ride, that's the one. How much did we charge for the Gentle West over here? 180, okay, so we can safely set this one to be the same. And then we shall make a path. Now the queues for these can actually get quite long, from what I know. But I also want the entrance to be somewhere down here instead, so we need to take this up a bit. And then have it come over there, because then we have room for the actual street path, or park path, coming from the exit. And of course I missed one. There we go. Alright, we shouldn't need to place toilets or first aid sets for this one, it's pretty gentle. I'm not even gonna test it, because I know for a fact that it will be ridiculously gentle. So let's just... If I can hit the open button, then we can open it. Alright, now, we still don't have a lot of decor in here, and since we're kind of making a little skull corner here, we need something slightly horrifying. If we turn this one... There we go. 2 skulls right there. That looks ominous. Now we'll also need to have trees. What are the most disgusting looking trees we have? Something that looks like it belongs in a sick mind. We don't have anything at all. We don't even have... Do we have any spooky trees? Well, these are not spooky. What's... I wouldn't call this spooky. It looks happy. This one might be a bit spooky. That's a skull. This one. That one might be just a bit spooky, but I digress. We also have some pagoda trees there. These are more spooky. Why didn't I see these before? These are way better. And then of course we can put a giant pagoda somewhere that doesn't fit in. No matter. We have... Oh, there they are! Oh, damn it! This is a lot better. Go on, get rid of these. These are the ones we wanted. And there's the... this little thing here, we can put that... I don't know. We don't have room for it anywhere. If people can actually see it there. And then we might actually need to do something about this. There we go. Now, hold on, there we go. We cover it all up. Once you're in the queue, you should never feel like you can leave again. There we go. Now we need to make some ground change, change the ground a bit, because at the moment it looks a bit strange that there's this sand thing. It doesn't really look too spooky. Oh, this is the cave wall. What we need is this stuff. Can we actually afford to do this, properly? Just barely. It manages to cover the area that we actually have scenery in so far, so that's... I'm good with that. Now what... Wild River Roller has broken down. That's not good. I can't even remember which one that is. That's this one, okay. Hopefully we have a mechanic on the way, let's see. Yeah. We don't have any security guards yet. Do we need those? I don't think I've seen any mentions of illegal stuff being performed. Like, we could do with some more food shops, food stalls here in the big food court. But we can't really afford much just yet. Let's have a quick look at the finances, move a bit away from that horrible music. So the month of June we got it up to 2,000 ride tickets. 5,000 is the limit for actually winning the game. So we're slowly getting there, but we still have a bit of room over here in the back, which we need like a big path to go over to, and then we probably need to place some more stalls over there and kind of have a little separate corner of the park. We have a bit of room over here for another roller coaster, which could kind of like intertwine with the others. Have maybe a steel roller coaster or something like that. Could be good. We have a lot of people just wandering about in here. I'm wondering if we have enough benches. Let's see. We can at least place a couple more benches. Like we do have some space left, so. Oh yeah, people will definitely need to sit down after having been on the cats here. Have anyone actually been on it yet? They want to go on something more thrilling, and we don't really have a lot of people like coming over here. So the question is whether we need something to drag people over there even more than this one does, because at the moment it's there, but people don't really realize it's there, and that's kind of a problem. So if I don't know how much like stalls like this attract people. This is just my balloons there, we have sunglasses there, so if we put the t-shirt stall over here. And this one, we're just gonna name it because then I'm kind of imagining that the name refers to what's on the t-shirt. So we're gonna say a tribute to Icy. And that's the slogan coming on the t-shirts. So if he doesn't mind, let's make it green like his dinosaur. There we go. And open. Now I think that's a nice gesture. So if we see a lot of people in green t-shirts all of a sudden, imagine it's dino suits, then yeah, people will start to come over there. But the big thing is, we have a lot of people on the food court here who are just not getting over there. So what I imagine we could actually do is break up my design here a bit and have a small path going from here to here. And say, okay, basically, people, once you're in the food court, well, you want to go on this big one here so you can lose your lunch again. So I'm gonna see if I can make that happen. It seems we do have rides to build across this area here. And let's change it here to this one. Bam. Now I'm not gonna make this a covered walkway. Instead, I'm gonna allow people to actually enjoy the sun here. We're gonna set up a sign. Across path, but it is across a path. Okay, so apparently it can't, like, well, maybe I have to turn it manually. That's why. And we're gonna set it there. And this banner's gonna say Skull Splash Mountain. There we go, now people have another way to get over there. Of course, this also gives us an option for making a bunch of extra benches. And some trash cans, I want these ones. And since it's even though it's never night in this park, we still want some street lamps, I guess, just because they look nice. Alright, we can also have some TVs, Q-line TV. I don't know if they actually like make people enjoy standing in queues more, but we do have some rather long queues here which could benefit from them, I guess. And I can't see the queue over here. get rid of this one. There we go. Now, I don't know if those actually have a purpose, but at least it helps a bit on my karma account and say that, okay, we're trying to entertain people while they're waiting for the ride. Now this one here, we have too many boats in it. There are too many boats. They're sticking out the back. So the people who are riding it are just sitting there and actually not getting dismounted. I think we can reduce the minimum wait time a bit, and then we're actually just gonna close it for just a second because I want to remove some of those. Let's bring it down to 10 boats, 9 boats. We don't need more. Like, they have so much capacity in each of them that, as you can see, they still stick out the back now. But as soon as they start rolling through, and we'll have a couple of them on the ride at all times, then people will be able to get out immediately. Okay, so far so good. We're still making a bit of money. We're actually, yeah, slowly profiting. Is this one here actually attracting customers now? Popularity 32%. It's really good value. They want to go on something more thrilling. It was so great. It was great. Everyone loves it. I don't know if I'm just pricing everything too cheap since so much is good value, but yeah, I don't know. If I were to come to theme park, I'd rather be able to ride a lot of things and then maybe come back later, rather than just yeah, go on a ride or two and then feel too not being like encouraged to spend more money because it's just so expensive for a single ride. Anyway, we have so many people hooked up in these queues here, it's ridiculous. But it seems to have started a bit of traffic coming over here, so that's a good thing. Now these queues also have a lot of people in them, all of them actually. I think the next project is getting another big roller coaster, but for that we really need some more money. Don't know how are we doing with yeah, the loan is, we have quite a large loan still. Do we actually have some good roller coasters that we can build? We have, oh yeah, we have plenty. There's these ones which are absolutely insane. Like basically they're teacups on roller coaster tracks, so they spin around while you're riding. So you what you try to do is make you bring them up to a height, of course, to give them some good speed. Then you make a small drop and put it into a turn, so they start spinning around, and then you basically have them curving back and forth, spinning around, and descending a bit to gain up some speed. Very nausea-inducing. Not something I want to clean up after. These ones are also really fun. Basically, they're single car roller coasters, but they have these special tracks where, when the car arrives, it turns around 180 degrees. So basically, the people will be riding backwards after that. So imagine coming up, building up to a giant bit, giving a bit of speed, turning them around, and then dropping them down like a vertical shaft. That's interesting, to say the least. We also have these dinghies here, which could be fun. There's the mini suspended flying roller coaster. Yeah, and we also mentioned at one point that we wanted to make a transport ride, which basically brought people from the back of this park here to the back of this park here. That would like be a good way to introduce people to this area over here. So we'll have a path coming in here, so that it's still connected and people can get back. And then we're gonna place a. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to start over here and then have the queue joining up to here, maybe into the food court. And then people can go on this and then get a ride over here to this new area that we start populating once we have the money for it. I believe that's a pretty good plan. Right now we're just gaining a lot of money. Hopefully not. Hey, we're making profit on the dino suits. But as I said, we're gaining money, saving up a bit for. I think we're gonna go with the transport ride first and start populating this area over here. We can put like a hitch maze or something. What I'm actually researching at the moment, I am gentle rides. Excellent. I also want transport rides actually. And I think we're starting to make enough money that we can go for maximum funding here. Get a couple more rides a bit faster. So yeah, With that, with the plan made for the next episode, I'm gonna leave you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode and will continue to watch RollerCoaster Tycoon. I am not gonna drop the series. I'm gonna continue the series at the very least until we have made this or completed this scenario. And then depending on the feedback there, I'll decide whether to do another scenario or just move on to an entirely new game. So yeah, until next time, I'm Jerry and this has been RollerCoaster Tycoon 2.